I don't know Justin Tucker. He's and then you get a touchdown tonight. Yeah, sir.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and be part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's had a great day. There are no great days when the Cowboys aren't playing football. And I just got finished with Michael Anthony Fitness is down here for the week with this shout out to him and his channel because he pulled out that little nitro. I can't wait to see some more of that. So definitely check out Michael Anthony or Mike MAF Gig, right? Yeah, MAF Gig, man. We found some clips of Rashid that I want to see again posted on there because we definitely miss him. But I watched the Rams mollywop Minnesota and literally sack Sam Darnold 9 times. And I can't help but be reminded of a team that was on a mission, and that was the New Orleans Saints after Katrina. Could it be, after all the fires in LA, that the Rams are the team of destiny to kind of, put some good feeling for California? Great story if you're the NFL. But I also can't help but think about Stephen Jones a few years back when the Rams had just won the Super Bowl, and Stephen Jones is literally saying, well, we don't believe the way the Rams are building the team is the way you build the team because, they're going to be in cap hell at some time. Well, Stephen Jones, they won the Super Bowl. They were in the playoffs last year, and you're sitting your ass at home on the couch with me, and they're in the playoffs here, headed for the divisional round. The Washington Commanders with the left hand up. They ended up bringing in a new coach and bringing in free agents to fill out a roster. And guess what? Those guys are headed to the playoffs and have more cap room than you do, bro. More cap room than you do. And I believe the Philadelphia Eagles, who bring in more free agents than anybody else because they're ass at drafting, I believe they're in the divisional round. And where are you? Well, you're left on wild card weekend firing your coach. Not firing, because you wanted to make sure you got every little cent out of him. You literally kept him to 1 day before the contract expired. 1 day. That's how freaking cheap you are. Now, we end up hearing, of course, during the game, that the Cowboys have contacted Deion Sanders, and they believe that there's mutual interest. Well, here's what Deion tweeted out not long ago. And I'm summarizing this off of memory. I don't have it in front of me to read the exact tweet. I did on my live stream. But basically he's saying, it's great to get the call and the idea of the Cowboys, yada, yada, yada. But then you get off the phone and the reality sits in, and he says, I love it here in Colorado, where the focus is on the coaches, the players, and the city. And people are like, how do you take that? I will say a couple things about that tweet. One, I don't need your job. Let's be clear, Jerry. I don't need your job. I'm okay over here with Colorado and doing exactly what I'm doing. I can do this and be content. Okay? I'm not desperate for a job with the Cowboys. That puts him in a position of power. Your best ability to negotiate is the fact that you can walk away. And see, that's where Mike McCarthy was. The fact that people are interested in talking to him. When the Cowboys offered, we want to give you 1 year in extension. He can say, take this job and you can shove it. I got other places I can go. The second thing about that tweet is, what it is sending a message to Jerry that you want to come up with some money, but even more than that, you have to change where the focus is winning and the players. And that's the same thing that basically, without Ben Johnson naming the Dallas Cowboys, said essentially the same thing. I need an organization that's willing to work together with me about winning. And an organization who's going to admit the mistakes that they've made and how they're going to change them. That's directed directly at the Cowboys. That's what that is. That's what that is. Is letting them know, Jerry, you're a joke. And I'm sure Deion's thinking about this thing. But he's also thinking about, do I really want to do that? I am an absolute positive God here. I answer to nobody. Everybody loves me here. I'm making good money. I ain't got to work that hard. Do I want to go there with Stephen Jones, who didn't want to pay me back in the day? Do I really want all that drama? Do I want to deal with these multi-millionaire players that will literally bypass me to go to the owner? And it may be that he really does not want this. Or it could be a way that he's negotiating. I can't tell you which it is. But all I know is this shit is crazy. Because 1 o'clock, I'm on the way to the dump, and we're listening to the radio, and we hear first Mike McCarthy is going to be allowed to go out and talk to other people the next day because no deal's got it. And within 10 minutes, they're saying Mike McCarthy will not return. So we went from that to Bill Belichick saying, I would have been interested in that job had I known, but you waited too long. To then hearing about Aaron Glenn and Cliff Kingsbury, that because they waited so long, they can't talk to those guys until after they're out of the playoffs. That went to then listening to Troy Aikman saying that Kellen Moore has to be the leader in this because he knows the Joneses, he's kind of the anointed one like Jason Garrett and yada, yada, yada. Okay, it went to that, to then the Cowboys actually talking to Deion Sanders during the game. So it has been a whirlwind of activity for the Cowboys. And in the end, so far they still ain't done jack. It was funny because somebody put in the comments of my live stream, what if this is like an episode of the Twilight Zone, in that everybody that the Joneses wanted to coach the Cowboys didn't? Wouldn't that be a hoot? Alrighty, good people. It has been an exhausting day, to say the least, with the Cowboys. My God, we are so dysfunctional that they don't have a clue. This shit makes you crazy as a Cowboy fan. If you are out there trying to figure out what team to root for, I'm going to tell you, don't let your babies grow up to be Cowboy fans. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be Cowboys fans. Because I'll break your heart. Maybe I'll get Tracy to do a shirt like that. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be Cowboy fans. Because this shit is just crazy, man. It's crazy. But it's what we got. I'm too old to change now. All right, good people. Remember, tell the people you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. And I'm going to bed. Peace out. Oh, my knees are killing me.